What is up, Root and Rise Fitness fam? This is your program walkthrough for our newest cycle that's dropping on Friday, November 14th. This cycle is called Sustain because the goal for the next 6 weeks throughout holiday season is to simply maintain all of the muscle growth that you have built throughout the year 2025. So, these next 6 weeks, I want you to think of them more as an opportunity for you to just keep your routine through the inevitable chaos that is holiday parties, holiday travel, so on and so forth. So, the cycle is also designed a little bit differently to accommodate for the fact that many of us are really, really short on time throughout the holiday season. Number one being, instead of having one upper body day, two lower body days, or vice versa, you have an upper body day, a lower body day, and then a total body travel friendly, I'm calling it flex day. The flex day is currently programmed for day 3 of this cycle. But I encourage you to use that workout as a back pocket workout for whenever you are somewhere where maybe you're traveling and away from home, or you don't have access to weights. So the workout is written and programmed to be body weight only. It does encourage the use of some sort of surface, whether it's a couch, a coffee table, a stair, a step, a bench, some elevated surface, but there are workarounds in case you don't have access to that while you are away. So, even for my folks that are maybe just joining in with this program, I'm going to highly suggest that at the bare minimum, your goal throughout this cycle is to complete your weekly flex workout because there's really no excuse. Because you don't need weight in order to complete the workout, there's no reason why you can't give it a shot. And I think that, especially through busy season, that anchor in your routine will help you maintain until life gets a little bit quieter in the new year. So, on top of that, the actual workouts themselves of the two, one upper body, one lower body workout, one of which you can already see on my screen, I have used a lot of supersets to get the workout done. And the reason for that is because supersets are 2 exercises paired back to back with no rest in between. And they're a really efficient way to get in a lot of movement fast without needing long rest periods. That means that chances are you will be able to finish these workouts in 45 minutes or less instead of 45 minutes to an hour. Now, the caveat will be, of course, as always, many of you know that the first week will always take longer because you have no idea what you're doing. And it's the first time you're seeing the program. The second week, things will move a lot faster, so on and so forth. So I do want to caveat with, remember that the first week is designed to be hard and confusing. You're supposed to be reaching out to me with questions. You're supposed to be submitting videos for form checks. You're supposed to be communicating with me. That way I can help you tweak the program and you can run for the last 5 or 4 weeks that are left. So let's dive into the workouts themselves. First up, we have upper body day, push pull. Um, Our focus for this cycle, in terms of our KPIs, because remember, they are always listed first in letter A, and you do not have to do anything. I got yet again another like 4 or 5 questions, I think, from people asking, do I need to do anything for letter A? No, it's just a reminder of why we are working over these 6 weeks. So we're going to be testing your maximum push-ups, and we're going to be testing your maximum squat of choice, whether it's a back squat as listed here or a goblet squat if you're working with dumbbells. First up, you're going to see that the face pulls from last cycle, they're still here for this cycle because they're a fantastic shoulder warm up. You can do these banded, you can do these on a cable machine. And if you were somebody from last cycle who liked the pull up emphasis, you can also sub in your pull ups following the instructions as listed here. Next up, your first lift, major lift of the day is push-ups. Same approach as the last couple of cycles. Start with the hardest variation, do as many as you can, and then fill out the reps that you owe me with a modified version. So for here, we're supposed to be doing 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps. Maybe you can only do 4 full push-ups from your toes. You still owe me at minimum 4 more push-ups. So do your favorite modified version. Maybe it's knee supported, or maybe it's just straight up knee push-ups. We are pairing those 2 exercises, the shoulder pulls and the push-ups, together. And then your next superset is your bench supported row, again, a carryover from last cycle, and a floor triceps press, also known as skull crushers. Many of you guys are now strong enough that you have maxed out your overhead tricep extension, which is awesome. We won't be bringing that exercise back. So now you will be subbing in this variation of a tricep exercise, and you have a choice. You can start on the floor for these, or you can take them onto the bench whenever you're ready, if you have a bench accessible to you. Follow your written instructions here. RDLs are sticking around for another cycle because many of you are still working on nailing your form for this. So keep practicing, stay the course, keep sending me your videos. Just because you sent them once, especially if I gave you feedback for something like an RDL, it's important to stay on top of your video submission so I know what your progress looks like, or if we need to toss in some other drills to help you really nail it. And then last up for upper body, frontolateral raises are back. It's just an AMRAP. AMRAP means do as many reps as possible. Okay, so that wraps up your upper body day. Your lower body day, per the request of almost everybody, we do not have Bulgarian split squats required for this cycle. You're welcome. So you can pick your squat of choice. Whatever you pick on week one, you know that you're going to stick with for all 6 weeks, whether it's a goblet squat or a back squat, for those of you who have access to a barbell. Follow your written instructions, and remember, especially if you're doing goblet squats with a dumbbell, I expect you to go heavy. And for the first time ever, I've put in here that nobody is allowed to send me a submission with them squatting less than 25 pounds. And I'm being nice. All of you guys are capable of at least 25-pound squats, if not above and beyond. Okay. We are pairing this with bear hold shoulder taps to help you level out your back after doing the squat. And that's your first superset. Your second superset is new. So it's a B stance hip thrust. Check the video because, like I said, this is a new to you exercise for this program. And if you watch the video and you're still really, really confused and you don't want to have to ask me for clarification, you can sub in the single leg hip thrust from the last couple cycles that we've been doing, whether that's body weight or with dumbbells. We're pairing this with single leg calf raises, which are again new. You need some sort of surface for this. If you only have stairs in your house or apartment building to use, that's totally and perfectly fine. We are also bringing back the reverse lunge with a twist. Remember, twist into your front knee as you step back. Many of you guys were twisting away from your front knee, which makes your balance really, really hard and takes away from the emphasis of leg and hypertrophy building in strength. Because you're so focused on your balance. So twist into your front knee. And then last up, the conditioning circuit is the place where if you wanted to do Bulgarian split squats, I highly recommend that you do to get the most out of the circuit. But as an alternative, if you are really anti BSS this cycle, you can sub in a reverse lunge instead, following the instructions accordingly. Okay. And then last up, your flex workout. So this is where you'll see Bulgarian split squats. And it's simply because when we are working with body weight only, you don't have a lot of options that will efficiently target muscle growth. So the Bulgarian split squat, because it's a single leg loaded exercise, it is truly the best way to build strength when you have simply your body to work with. You can always sub in a reverse lunge instead of this, but I highly, highly, highly recommend that you stick with this one as it's programmed in order to get the most out of this workout. Okay. The big thing to remember also when doing these body weight workouts is that you do not want to rest. You want to move as quickly as you can between your supersets. So you're doing your Bulgarian split squat, right side, left side, immediately followed by push-ups, your version. Similar to your second superset, you're doing B stance goblet squats, right side, left side, immediately into tricep dips. Last up, you're doing Cossack lunges, right side, left side, immediately into your Nordic curls. And then finally, you choose to either step up or hip thrust to failure. Again, most of this is just so that you can actually hit the point of muscle growth with what you've got. Okay, so that's your program for the cycle. Hit me up with any questions. Remember, videos are required for weeks 1 and 2 and in order to get a response from me. If there are no videos, chances are I may not get to your submission simply because I prioritize those who do need form checks. All right, so stay in touch and let's crush it over these last 6 weeks. You got this, guys.